Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, and evening to you. That actually depends on your location and from wherever you're watching me from right now. God bless you for joining me once again. You know what we do, yeah, already, that we update you with issues, things are actually flying around the space of social media. So, want to welcome you once again for this update. Mohbad. Yesterday, there was an inquest today, and people that were expected to come, some of them were there, but Sam Larry and Mary was not on ground. But fortunately, and a lot of people were very happy to see not Feyi Sola on the ground today. And it was a great revelation today because Nurse Feyi Sola actually revealed a lot of secret today on what actually why and how Mohbad died. A lot of secrets were revealed today. And do you know, based on the confession of Nurse Feyi Sola today, Adura was not in the house. Adura actually met them at the hospital when where Mohbad actually died. And according to Nurse Feyi Sola, she said that when she came into the house, it was herself, Mohbad wife, Cynthia, Wunmi, Bami, DJ Bami, and Mohbad that was around when the nurse actually came. So these are the secrets you are going to hear from this particular of this. I want us to listen very well to Mommy Grace, who was at the inquest today, and she gave a vivid revelation and explanation of everything that happens today, all that Nurse Fisola said in that inquest today. So we are going to hear the details from Mommy Mercy Grace. So guys, let's go there and God bless you.
Leave the place, Joe. God bless. Yes, I appreciate everybody. Now, the proceedings started by 11:20. As at the last adjournment, we were to start by 10, and the magistrate came in and apologized why she had to be starting about the time that she came in. So she came in by 11:20 a.m. and as usual, he called for appearances. Dr. Wahab, as well as his team, and every other persons that were there. Let me spare you. I have all their names, yes. But most importantly, we have the lawyer for Sam Larry, and he mentioned, and for Naira Marley, and he mentioned also Sam Larry, Balogun, Samson. And so the business of the, when I came on live, a lot of you were saying I should show you the nurse. I don't know her. We get to see social media pictures and all of that. I don't know her. But I was certain that when the magistrate comes in, she's definitely going to be around. And let us give it to this magistrate, T.A. Shotobi. Honestly, for those of you, it's better if you are, if you are in Nigeria, come and witness the Corona courts compared to the madness around town and of course on the social media platforms. You will see that there's no reason for you to kill yourself. Just come and see how peaceful it is at the Corona court. Do you understand? And assumptions does not rule anything. The court rules by evidences and facts. So let us give it to Magistrate T.A. Shotobi. Honestly, while I was approaching the court, I'm like, who came? Because you need to see the presence of police. There were many. And you need to know that it is just because of the witness, especially the nurse. So while I bid my farewell, you know, to you on the live, I sat down and I saw just around me a lady that was seated. I did not know that was the nurse until she came to the witness box. Then the lawyer, the magistrate had already seated. And they went straight. You know, they had to serve because the nurse's lawyer had to serve the lawyers that were present, the testament, the written testament of the nurse. The DPP, as usual, you know, ojú ti tì wọ́n, they are already put to shame because it became glaring that they are the one that actually compromised on this whole affair. But whosoever that was leading them, we do not know. Do you understand? So they were like, every other person got the testament, and the DPP representative, assistant and director Oshibanjo, said they should not serve her in the court. And Sanshitu got angry and said she too got the testament at the court. Why is she refusing? So the magistrate, the Sanshitu had to kind of reprimand her that they've been making things difficult, and it ought not to be so. Anyway, they left that part and we went on straight to the business of the day. And the witness was called to the box. That's the nurse. Let me flash back now. Sam Larry and Naira Marley's lawyer reminded the magistrate that those two witnesses had called for a virtual attendance, and the magistrate said no, she was not going to agree to that because they are not outside the jurisdiction of this occurrence of the event, that they did not travel, they are in Nigeria, so they should come. That was what she said. And the lawyer was making excuse there that he said, the magistrate said she has made every provision for law enforcement agents to protect every witness. So no one has any right to say that they will not attend. I think we should give it to the magistrate. She did well. She actually represented her court very, very well. And then the proceedings started. So Nurse Feyi mentioned herself as Feyi Shayo. We that were calling Feyi Sarah, she's Feyi Shayo Ogedengbe, and she lives at Harmony Estate, Aja. And she confirmed to the court that she was actually called on Monday, 11th September 2023. I repeat it again, that she was called she had a text message from Spending on the 11th of September 2023. She did not come that day. She came on the 12th by 2:30 on Monday and met Mohbad alive. That puzzled me. I won't lie to you. It puzzled me. For her to say she met Mohbad alive, well, that will be left to other witnesses if she actually gave her truth. Because when they were giving the testament to people, you know, they had to say that they will take that testament as what they will be examining her by. And of course, all the lawyers agreed. Don't worry. I'm telling you, don't worry. Just listen to the proceeding. Mo ṣá wà ńbẹ̀, ẹ̀yin dẹ̀ lẹ rán mi wípé kí n wá fún yín ní àbọ̀. And I will not lie. It is what I see that I will tell you. So, I am saying that it puzzled me as well. That she said she got there by 2:30 in the afternoon and met Mohbad alive. But what she said was that Mohbad was assisted to work by Ayobami. In the compound, when she was asked, who did you meet? A guy who was carrying Liam downstairs, and Ayobami DJ, that's DJ Bami, that came to welcome her and took her upstairs to the room where Mohbad and his wife were. How many were there that was there? DJ Bami herself, Dami, and Wunmi. No, let me take it again. DJ Bami herself, Mohbad, as well as Wunmi, only those 4 were there. Who did you meet? A weak but living Mohbad. Mohbad was still alive when he came. When she came. And so the cross-examination began by Sanshitu. Sanshitu now began to ask questions. That because when they were cross-examining her, the magistrate said she was going to hands off, not interjecting anyone. She will allow the learner seal, the lawyers, the barristers there, she will allow them to make everything that they needed to make, because she doesn't want anyone accusing her wrongly. She said that. I said we should give it to her again. She is wonderful. Now, and the cross-examination began. Confirm to the honorable court how you met Mohbad, alive or not? She said yes, alive. Okay, and now would you want to tell us what transpired? She began. she now began to talk about who gave you information about most state of health. She mentioned DJ Bami, because DJ Bami called her eventually and was able to say that Mohbad had a cut, aside from the one that Spending had tested the previous day. So it went on to what Sanshitu was able to prove to her was that, do you know that every treatment that you gave her, there can be a reaction to them? And Sanshitu, let me call him Dr. Shitu, because that will stick more to my mouth. Dr. Shitu told her emphatically that everything that you gave Mohbad had a side effect. Are you aware? She said she did not know. And Dr. Shitu began to mention them, like headache, like dizziness, like vomiting, if all of those came wrongly administered. And she said she did not know. So I don't want to bore us with details, but what she gave in Mohbad, she said, was tetanus and paracetamol. But when she gave one of the injection, suddenly Mohbad sprang up wanting to vomit, and they followed him to the toilet. He vomited and came back to sit on the floor. That's why I said it's still puzzling me. But I'm not the magistrate. Neither am I the barristers, the legal counsels that were there that would cross-examine her. So I sat and we were looking. And they were referring to paragraph this, paragraph that, because they began to say there could be side effects to everything that was administered. And of course, she said yes. So he said the wife then took him to the bathroom and poured water. That was where the question became like poured water, because they referred to paragraph 28 of the nurse's testament. It was established that this nurse, her qualification is just O levels. O levels. And where did she have her training as a nurse? At Cornerstone Hospital. That was where she mentioned. How long was the training? She had it from 2014 to 2017. And what else was asked? What is her work experience? She said she had worked at one hospital for just 1 year, and she's gone ahead to do whatever thing she wanted to be doing. So, when the water was poured, he said, do you know when you pour water repeatedly, it can cause physical effect? To which she answered, yes. No, I'm the one that used that word, that he said he wanted. He was taken, to the toilet, to the bathroom, where he vomited. Do you understand? And came back and sat. Okay. So now, after that, the restroom, God bless you. He said she gave an intravenous injection, and when she saw the reaction, she pulled out the injection and was running to go and buy the antidote, which she called hydrocort injection. So herself and DJ Bami went and left a still living Mohbad with Wunmi, because they had to repeatedly ask her, how many of you were there? She said only 4. Mention them. Ayo, the DJ person, meaning that she did not know him. Myself, that's Feyi, his wife, and the husband. So she still maintained that they were 4. She still maintained that they were 4. So so they both left the house. They got to the first pharmacy. They didn't get an hydrocort injection. The reason why they had to rush out to go, I will answer that. Adura Nko, I will answer that. In all of the witness of Feyi, Adura was not there until the hospital. Adura was not in the house until the hospital. So that's why I said it puzzled me as well. We will get, if that girl actually did not lie, then there is more to this. There is more to this. You know, so I don't want to jump it because I had to. I took a long book and I wrote over 4 pages. So I'll be taking it one by one. I'm at the point of where herself and DJ Bami went to look for an hydrocort injection. At the first pharmacy, they didn't get. So they moved on. While they were going, somebody called DJ Bami and said Mohbad is convulsing. She said at that point, she had to tell them that they should arrange for him to be taken to the hospital. So while they were going back home, they already met Mohbad being carried, and they asked, in what position? Assisted on both sides or like a baby? She said like a baby. So meaning that Mohbad was carried lying prostrate into the car. Who were there in the car? She did not know. Where were you sitting? She was in front with Wunmi. And when they were going, she said that they met traffic. I said, I am apprehensive. From Mohbad's house to the main gate, traffic. Ọlọ́run lórí gbogbo nǹkan tó pamọ́. I don't know, and I am not going to pry further. Èmi ò kì í ṣe analysis. I'm a secretary by training, and my own is to read out what I have written down. She said there was heavy presence of traffic, and they had to bring Mohbad down from the car on a bike. By the time they got to the first hospital, which name she did not know, Mohbad was already dead. I'm apprehensive. Did you get? I'm a read òtítọ́. Yes, I'm a read. So don't be apprehensive. We will get there. So Mohbad was already dead. Who issued the death certificate? It was the first hospital, according to her. So they now took us to paragraph 25. If the wife had informed you, because she was like, sir, when Dr. Shitu was cross-examining her, Dr. Shitu said, do you know that ordinarily a diagnosis should be carried out on a patient before any treatment can be administered? She said, yes. So what did you now do? There was no diagnosis, and you had to do this, you had to do that, you had to do that. She admitted, yes, that she took it upon herself that she did not. Because I can't jeopardize my life for someone. Possible. So she said that she administered without a diagnosis. And she did not know whether there was going to be a reaction. I mean, when they were asking, are you aware that all of these that you administer can bring about a reaction? She said she's not aware. Because, well, she's not qualified, a nurse. Okay, so let's move on. In paragraph 25 of our own testament, where which they were referring to. If the wife had informed you, I noticed that she wasn't mentioning Wunmi. I am not causing panic. I'm a child of God, I won't lie. Only the people that are there. And you said, therefore, DJ Bami was there. You are there. Mohbad was there and his wife. And you say the people that are there. Èmi ò mọ iye tó sọ fún o. Mi ò mọ̀ o. Èmi ò ní gbà kó ní kúkú tèmi. So, it's now the cross-examination continued. If the wife had informed you of the injection, would you have given? She said no. Who do you blame for the death of Mohbad? She said his wife. Okay, I take that. She said his wife. Okay, they moved on. Now, it now went on to other prosecuting counsels. And they began to, if I mention them, I'm the one that know them. You don't know. One of them said, who did you come to treat? And what did you come to treat? She said she came to treat Mohbad and came to treat a court. How do you see the court? Very, very small. That was what she said. Another person went on and asked that, okay, Abiodun Kolawole, that's the female, the one that intercepted Cynthia and Abosede in June when they came, June of 2023, 2024, when they came. She asked, what's your qualification? She answered. How many years were you trained? She answered. And when you get to a patient, what should you want to know? She said the medical history. So what history of Mohbad did you have? Ben. Ongo knew. And somebody did well by asking, how do you know spending? I think it is still Abiodun Kolawole. She said it was just by referral, which was good, by referral. Okay, he said, and the person went on to ask that when you were administering treatment, was spending there, to which he gave a vehement no, that spending was not there. Mo kọjú sẹ́yìn mo wo spending, orí ẹ̀ tí ẹ̀ kó ẹyọ kò sì tí kò yọ tán, yóò wá sọ tẹnu ẹ̀. So Sam Larry's lawyer came and gave another angle to the cross-examination. What did he ask? He said, truly, you have admitted that you did it, there wasn't a diagnosis, but then a physical examination of a patient can be taken as a diagnosis. To which she said yes. So what did you now physically see? She said she saw a physically weak Mohbad assisted by DJ Bami. I take that as one. So take details, and I've taken this today. So we have moved to the part of there was water in the room. So Aromolaran now faced her and said, do you know that the Midwife Association of Nigeria has disqualified you as one of them? Are you an auxiliary nurse? She said yes. You that has been disqualified and you're still answering. Eventually she said it was because of the incident of Mohbad that she was disqualified. So as of today, I am not an auxiliary nurse. She answered that. Then the barrister Aromolaran helped the cause of justice, because we all had it. When Cynthia Wunmi Adebanjo went on the social media space with Chude, with the TVC crew, with the BBC PJ, BBC in Yoruba, with whoever that she went with, arise and said, it was Joseph Oluwabami Woaloba that said the nurse should go. And Barrister Aromolaran asked, do you know Joseph Oluwabami Woaloba? She was like, who is that? Mohbad's father. I don't know him. Can I clap for Jesus? She said, I don't know him. I've not seen him. And Cynthia said, Cynthia, bó ṣe máa kú re mo fẹ́ mọ̀ tìrantìran. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn bí mo ṣe gbọ́, ẹ̀mí mi gbóná. Tó bá jẹ́ pé mo rí Cynthia máa gàgé ẹ̀ lọ́rùn. Ìta lọ́ba bá ṣe, tó gbọmọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin pátápátá Yorùbá lọ̀rọ̀ yín gbà, wọ́n ẹ̀ fi òyìnbó ṣẹ́ irú èpè, wọ́n ẹ̀ fi òyìnbó sọ. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó jẹ́ wípé ẹ̀yin Cynthia lẹ́wà, bẹ́ẹ̀ bí ẹgbẹ̀rún ẹ máa gbé ọmọ sí ni. Ọmọ ìhòhò lẹ máa wọnú ibojì, mo tún sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Mi ìmọ̀ tálọ́ba ṣe fún yín o. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó jẹ́ wípé ẹ wà ní orí justice for Mohbad, tẹ bá jí láàárọ̀ orin alọ́ba ló wà lẹ́nu yín, tẹ bá sùn orin alọ́ba ló wà lẹ́nu yín, bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ń jẹun orin alọ́ba ló wà lẹ́nu yín, tí kìí sì ṣe orin rere tó jẹ́ wípé àfi kẹ́ ẹ máa kẹ́gàn ẹ̀, àfi kẹ́ ẹ máa fà á. Tí ọ̀run bá ń jẹ́ ọ̀run, tí ayé bá ń jẹ́ ayé, tí Jésù Kristi bá kú tó bá jíǹde, tó jẹ́ pé òun nìkan làkọsílẹ̀ wà fún pé ó kú ó jíǹde, odindi ọmọ ológo fò mọ́lẹ̀, ó fò sọ́lẹ̀ mọ́ èèyàn lọ́wọ́, àánú ẹ̀ ò dẹ̀ ṣe yín. Ẹ fi ìmọ̀kan ẹ fi ń da ìgbésí ayé bàbá Mohbad rú. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bí ẹgbẹ̀gbẹ̀rún wọ́n ṣẹ̀ sí ni. Lórúkọ Jésù wọ́n kú mọ́ yín lójú, ìhòhò lẹ máa wọnú ibojì. Gbogbo yín pátápátá. Àfi tí mi bá jẹ́ èèyàn Ọlọ́run nìkan ló kù. Àfi tó bá jẹ́ pé òróró ò bá sí lórí mi nìkan ló kù. I say it, ẹ máa retí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ pọ́gọ́rùn-ún ọdún láyé ẹ máa ráre wọnú ibojì ni. Lórúkọ Jésù gbogbo yín. Ọmọ kan ò ní kù lọ́dẹ̀dẹ̀ yín. Ẹ sọ pé orí yín lẹ fi gbà á. Bólúwa ti ń bẹ. Abiyamọ ni mí. Mo sọ mo ní ojú ọmọ pọ́n mi. Ajá mi kúnjọ́ mẹ́ta mi ò lè jẹun. Kí ló ṣe fún yín? Kí ló ṣe? Ẹ wá tò ti Cynthia lẹ́yìn. Ẹ sọ pé n tó ṣe é da wẹ́dọ̀. Ẹ ní lálàáfíà. Ẹni tó béèrè kì í ṣe Sanshitu. The person that asked, did you see Mohbad's father? Because you were there from the hospital till 10 p.m. Did you see Mohbad's father? She said no. Did he speak with you? No. Let's move on. Let's move on. So now that has been established that Mohbad's father didn't see the nurse. He did not. And they asked her, who embalmed? He said she was outside. Well, we can take it that she was still in shock, but she should be able to know that I met a living person and the person had died. I did not see anything sober in her. Me, I didn't see. I didn't see. So we move on. Because I'm sure the way she was talking, I said, if it was not scripted, if she was telling the truth, then something happened on the 11th that is still hidden. Because if it was the injection that was administered, what brought about the narratives? What brought about the narrative? What killed Mohbad? It was ear infection. What killed Mohbad? It was the nurse. What killed Mohbad? It was prime board. What killed Mohbad? It was this. What happened? What happened? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? So there is still an 11th event. We are moving on. So now another lawyer now said, are you aware that when you came in, you met a Mohbad that was maybe a little bit weak, but in between your administering of injection, I mean, when you came in and when you administered injection, what do you think killed him? He said, I don't know. You even need to see the way Barrister Shitu, Dr. Shitu has shouted that you are the one that killed Mohbad. The magistrate had to beg him, please calm down, sir. Let it not look as if she was being intimidated. She did not say that. She did not say she saw Mama Mohbad. Me, I did not hear that. I did not hear. What I heard was that maybe it is because of Aloba. Maybe. Well, maybe I did not put my mind on that. So now, somebody now also came and said, do you know that you, as a nurse, because they were asking a series of questions, that has it ever happened when you were working as a nurse, that a patient walked in and you administered treatment from beginning until the departure of the patient without the interference of a doctor? That's the summary of it. She said, no, it has not happened. And they now read, our duties to her, that as an auxiliary nurse, what you're supposed to be doing in the hospital setting is to stock medical supplies, like drugs, like cards, she said yes. To take patients' weight, she said yes. to accompany patients all around? She said yes. So now, how did you now become the person that had to attend to Mohbad? She was looking. Now, she was asked that was there an impetus that he was treated before you arrived? That's why I said there is an 11th September vacuum. We will get there. Emma Konju. Rara. Emma Konju. We will get there. Because I told like I mentioned, and like not me, the magistrate continued to emphasize that the coroner court is just for fact finding. Is for fact finding. For all of you that felt that the DPP had advised, she won't be DPP, won't be one kuni before honor. Honor ni. Yes, they have to listen to whatever. It is our court, and she's in charge. So, now the question was there an impetus that it was treated before you arrived? Have you ever heard? She said she did not know. So let's flash back. You understand? I was shocked. I won't lie. When she said she met Mohbad alive, I was shocked. Shocked. I won't lie. Honestly, if Mohbad was alive, the period that she went to look for an hydrocort injection, what happened? What happened? If we go by some facts of Cynthia, she said there were 2 nurses. She said there were 2 nurses. Because Sanshitu had to ask her, you were called on the 11th. You arrived when? How many hours in between? She said like about 22 hours. That she arrived like about 2:30. You know? And so, of the hospitals, what happened? She said the doctors that attended to them called her and asked what she had administered. And she told them. And they asked her to go. Who now gave which of the hospitals gave the medical reports as well as death, whatever? Do you understand? She said it was the first hospital. It was the first. Ẹjọ́ moderators, ẹ bá mi block àwọn tí wọn ò ní kú síbi táṣọ wọn wà. Àwọn ọmọ pa òbí ìbọn ró, àwọn má ṣàǹfààní. Táwọn òbí tó bí wọn ti fòbò jóná tó lè ṣe rere láyé. Block them up for me. I don't want to see them. Àwọn tí ò ní feelings. Please. Block them off. Thank you. So, we have been able to move on. And it now came to TikTok lawyer, Kabir Adegbolu. Randan. Tó mọ̀ sọ yẹn náà ni. Rada. Because going back and forth and doing all of that, you know, he said, as a nurse, you now saw someone pouring water. Lawyer Temu. Temu lawyer. When you saw someone pouring water on your patients, what are you supposed to, who is supposed to be in charge? That one said, the person pouring water is his wife. Because when she noticed that there was goosebump on Mohbad, she mentioned it. And she said, they told her, instead of her saying the specific person who said so, that, oh, that is how he does. When an injection is administered and they needed to pour water, which they have done. I really don't want to ponder or linger on Lawyer Temu, as you called him. He really doesn't count. It doesn't matter with us. So it was the timing that we were particular about. That was when I said, Dr. Shitu said, you were called on the 11th. You arrived by 2:30. She said yes. Okay. What was the name of the for yeah, I've told you. What was the who now took the medical report? It was DJ Bami. They held it in custody. Thank you. They held it in custody. Do you understand? So, do you now know why I said you should applaud this magistrate? She gave the floor to the members of the public and they began to ask questions. Rather than mess up myself, I'll keep quiet. Why did I not talk? I don't want to talk. It is better. The Bible says a fool is unknown as one if we will keep the gate of his mouth. So me, I don't have anything I want to say, and I don't want to be popular. God had already made me popular. Rich grace gets to anywhere. It is all glory to God. You know me. So I do not go there so that they can know me. So they were asking questions. Like Sammy Jojo himself, he said, what will you ascribe that wound to be? Old wound, new wound, fresh or whatever? For how many days? That guy said 2 days. And you know, they said there was a glass splinter inside that wound. Were you the one that removed it? She was asked. She answered and said, DJ Bami called and said the thing had been removed the previous night. I told you already that there's an 11th September gap. We shall know the truth, and the truth shall set us free. So, a lawyer came and said, when you came to administer injection, did you treat the wound? She said, no. They are putting it down in the CTC. She said, the wound is so small. That was what she said. Another person said, at what point, because you took him from the house, you saw them carry him in the car like a baby, at what point did he die? I don't know. Where were you sitting? In the front. Why were you sitting there? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Lopoju. It is well. We shall get there. We shall get there. So, we are getting to the conclusion of it. A panel of inquiry to assist in dispensing. Okay, now they now went on to talk about Falade. Falade will be coming at the next inquest because he sent his message, or what do they call it, an application, that he will not be able to come for this one, but he'll be coming the next one. Falade, who is he? That is Mohbad's lawyer. Mohbad's lawyer. And Dr. Shitu had to talk about the autopsy and toxicology, that definitely the people that took that part, they will be at the next coroner court. What else? DPP, you know, states now, our line lojuti, they are like, don't serve us applications here, that there's a process. The magistrate says, see, you cannot continue to frustrate. It is with you. It is the state that we are dependent on this, that they will continue to serve it there. And they have to go ahead, take the minute that they have to take and look at it. So, the magistrate said the coroner will be every Friday. That is applaudable. That if they can take the witnesses as they come, then it means that the coroner court will soon be over. And the next adjourned date is 21st March 2025. 21st March, which is just next Friday. Hey, Timbagbe Yigo Kpai, kí lẹ fẹ́ béèrè. I hope that is clear. Shebi is clear. I told you that there is an 11th gap. Yes, there is. Oh, sure. That there is an 11th gap. And if that girl thinks that, like it happened to Bobrisky, that a godfather can say escape, Ikuma pa gbogbo àwọn godfather ẹni. On Mohbad's case, it's a different one entirely. Today mi ò mọ iye tó promise for I still see that as scripted. Emma Binu, I am not an analyst, but there is an 11th gap. Because if it was only the nurse that came to treat Kile Nkurofun, the nurse came on, if you have to take other witnesses account in the CTC, the people that are still, okay, Dr. Shitu is making an application for the 2 doctors to come. The 2 doctors of the hospitals, they will come. So, well, if you have to take it every Friday, then it will be speeded up. I know that. So I think I made myself clear. Emma Bino, I am Arugbo Nimi, but thank God for my parents that sent me to school. I'm 57, and if this could be a report to you, Eba Miki and Wunmi, my father is late, my mom is still alive. Let me say thank you to them for sending me to school. And you know, around my in-law school. God bless you. So let me bring you up. Thank you, gifters. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. God bless you. So let me bring you up. Maybe say 1 or 2. Ẹ má béèrè question o. Well, èyí tí mo bá lè dáhùn máa dáhùn. Moderators, wọ́n sá lọ ní hospital. How did spending come to get to meet you at the hospital or something like that? Spending was not there. Adura was not there. So that Adura was not in the car at all. And for some of you that said you saw Mohbad's head move, you may be right in that video of Mohbad is dead, Mohbad is dead. In tó pamọ́ ojú Ọlọ́run ló tó. Àwọn màámi náà sì iwájú ọkọ̀ náà jókòó. We shall get there. We shall get there. So kò jẹ́ bóyá jẹ́. It's possible. But the person died. That is it. That's why I cannot begin to because to my mind, I felt it was somebody else that was presented as Mohbad. But the person died in the car, according to that nurse, except Dr. Masha. I'm telling you, I'm not there. When they call the doctors over, they were able to confirm that he had died. See, I am saying one thing. No matter how powerful man is, God is more powerful. Let them do everything by their test. God will unravel it. Yeah. Where are the moderators? Ṣé mi ni mama kọ́ wọn sókè ni?